On May 14, 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson called his parents after his car slid into a ditch on a dark rural road in Minnesota. He said he was okay, but needed a ride. As he walked and talked with his dad on the phone, something strange happened. He suddenly said, "Oh shit." And then the call went silent. Brandon was never seen again. 15 years later, the mystery remains unsolved. But what we do know paints a chilling picture. Brandon was a college student at Minnesota West Community and Technical College. On the night of May 13th, he celebrated the end of the semester with friends in Canby, Minnesota. Around midnight, he left to drive home to Marshall, a trip that should have taken about 30 minutes. But Brandon never made it. At 1:54 a.m., he called his parents and told them he had driven his car into a ditch. He wasn't hurt, just frustrated. He told them he was near Lind, a small town on the route. But later, analysis showed he was actually near Taunton, about 25 miles off. He asked his parents to pick him up. As they drove to the area he described, Brandon stayed on the phone, describing landmarks and street signs, none of which matched their surroundings. At one point, he said he saw lights in the distance. He believed they were from Lind. He told his dad he would walk toward the lights and asked him to meet him at the town's edge. Brandon and his father remained on the phone for nearly 47 minutes. Then suddenly, Brandon interrupted himself. His final words were, "Oh shit." The line went silent. His father called back repeatedly, but Brandon never answered. At 6:30 a.m., the family reported him missing. Police initially believed Brandon had simply run away, but his car was quickly found in a ditch near Taunton, far from where he thought he was. There were no signs of damage, injury, or foul play. Investigators brought in search dogs. They traced Brandon's scent from his car, down a gravel road, through a field, and toward the Yellow Medicine River. But the scent stopped abruptly at the riverbank. Was it because he fell in, or because someone picked him up? The 911 transcript has not been released, but the Swanson family described the call and timeline publicly. Phone records show the call ended precisely at 2:28 a.m. Brandon's phone continued to ring for hours, but was never answered again. The water level of the river was low at the time, and no body was ever found, despite extensive dives and searches. Brandon had no known enemies and no indication of suicide. He was sober, though perhaps disoriented or tired. So, what happened to Brandon Swanson? Some believe he fell into the river and drowned, but if so, where is the body? Others suggest he was picked up, voluntarily or otherwise. And some believe he simply got lost in the dark, disoriented, and succumbed to exposure. His disappearance sparked legislative change. Brandon's law was passed in Minnesota, requiring authorities to respond immediately to reports of missing adults under suspicious circumstances. Yet even with new protocols, Brandon has never been found. What do you think happened to Brandon Swanson? Was it an accident or something darker? Drop your theories in the comments. And if you want more real-world mysteries, backed by real evidence, hit that subscribe button and join us for the next story.